Hi everyone, I'm Nathan and we're back with another Blue-White-Red Geist video today. If you want to know the list that we're playing, please check on the previous video for today's date and you can find out what we're running in the list. That being said, our opponent is ready. We won the die roll, so let's go ahead and play. Well, Geist in your opener is great, but not when you have no lands. Clearly this is a mulligan. I really don't like this hand at all, but we do have a remand, and you know, maybe that will be enough for us to draw into something. We're gonna keep it, although my gut wants to mulligan it, but I don't know how I feel about just mulliganing into 5. I feel like 5 would struggle to be. I feel like our 5 would struggle to be better. Looks like probably playing Blue-Red Delver. This is either going to be a Serum Visions or a Delver is my guess. Or maybe a Monastery Swiftspear. It's a red, so probably Swiftspear, or we're just playing Cruise Burn. Okay, so it's probably going to be Cruise Burn. Okay, so it does not matter what he plays. We are going to remand it to draw a card. If it's a Lightning Bolt and he plays another mountain, we're going to remand it to draw a card. I guess he's not playing anything. I mean, obviously we'd much rather remand his Treasure Cruise, but we need to draw lands. Maybe this will be like an Eidolon of the Great Rhetoric, and it'll be a Great Revel, rather. So he just suspended a Rift Bolt, so nothing for us to mulligan there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and mulligan Lava Spike. Not really what we want to use our remand on in this matchup. We'd much rather remand a Treasure Cruise, but we need to hit that other land drop. So that moved a card that wasn't a land into another card that wasn't a land. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to F6 here and probably lose this game. Maybe this was, well, clearly this was a bad hand to keep. I don't know if we'd be better off with the 5, but it's not looking good for us. Boreal's Charm off this white and red, yeah. Okay, so let's take our turn 4, and yeah, we'd pretty much we're just dead. If we take 2, we play Geist, we probably just get burned out. I mean, maybe this way we don't. Probably do. Boreal's Charm, and then any Bolt spell. I mean, I'm going to F6. I'm not going to pretend that we have any responses, because we don't. Go ahead. Just... Oh, he's going to take a cruise. We're at 3 against the burn deck, who's treasure cruising. There's really no reason to continue. We're just going to concede to that. Okay, so we obviously want our core Firewalkers. And gosh, you know, remands are typically bad against burn, but with Treasure Cruise, maybe they're not awful. Maybe we just take out a couple of them. Let's see. Maybe we just leave in all of our burn and removal here. Trying to think what's not as good. Maybe we can cut a. Can we cut a Dig Through Time? This is interesting. I mean, I like Steel of the Godhead in this matchup. again, on any of our creatures except for Snapcaster Mage, it gives us lifelink. Batterskull's probably honestly a bit too slow to really actually do anything with. I think we can probably justify cutting a dig through time. So we brought in a couple of magma sprays. We can cut a path. And I guess we can cut a couple of remands. I mean, we really don't want them, but we may want one against Treasure Cruise. Okay, we'll give this a try. We'll play. We're going to keep. Be much better to have a... We're either going to take 2 off Steam Vents or 2 off Goblin Guide. So we're just going to not play that tap. And then maybe Goblin Guide will hit us a land. I was going to say... Oh, it'd be great to have Core Firewalker, obviously, or Lightning Helix. Goblin Guide? Monastery Swiftspear? Oh, just Lava Spike. We can deal with that. Alright, double bolt. Maybe we actually might be able to burn him out. It would not be the first time that I've done that against a burn opponent. Your opponent's just Boreal's Triminus here. We don't have a Spell Snare, so this is going to resolve. And I think that we're going to send a bolt at his face. And I think we're going to get a Sacred Foundry here. And then Flooded Strain. And we're either going to... We may just... We'll see. I am not above attempting to snap bolt here. I think it's probably what we're going to do. Actually, not bolt, snap bolt. This will just be another bolt. And then it'll just be a snap bolt. Lightning Helix. Well, that's pretty good. But that's what we're going to do. I think we need to begin... He's killing us pretty quickly. We want to try to kill him as well. Okay, do we want a plains or do we want a... I think just the island is fine. So let's go snap Caster Mage. Bolt him. There's our Lightning Helix. We're going to cast that right now while we're not in danger of dying to a or getting its skull cracked. Play this tapped, pass. So with the burn in our hand, we effectively have our opponent at 5. He's a little... So this could be Searing Blaze. Yeah. Fortunately for us, our opponent still only has 2 lands in play. Interesting. So we could dig for the full amount here. I think what we want to do is just pass the turn, and then on his end step, we'll bolt him and we'll play Restoration Angel. If we bolt him down to 7, we'll attack with Restoration Angel down to 4. Okay, so we have 2 Rift Bolts suspended. We're going to play Resto. Conduit's not the best draw. We're going to attack. See, I think we're just going to... We're going to play the Conduit and pass. Let's see. When these Rift Bolts come off, suspend. That's putting us at 4. Our opponent... Put us at 4, and our opponent has a... Let's see here. If we cast a Lightning Bolt, and that puts 5 things in our graveyard, it would still take all of our mana. There's just... You know, we cannot really respond to these things. I mean, a Boreal's Charm will get it done from our opponent. And unfortunately, there's really no way for us to interact with him. We are representing quite a bit of counter magic here. I think rather than go for the day, like assuming we don't just die right now to a Boreal's Charm, I'm comfortable with firing off a bolt and then untapping. But I'm sure he's 5 cards in hand. He has instant speed ways to kill us. So what we're really going to have to do is wait for him to try to kill us and then deal damage to him in response. Like now. So we'll go ahead and just deal 2 with this. And that should get it completed. All right. Yeah, I still guess this is fine. I do think Batterskull, while gaining life, I think he's a little lethargic. So we're just going to roll with this. I'm definitely inclined to keep a hand that has a Helix and a Snapcaster Mage in the opener. Our opponent had no play. That's great for us. So I think we just want to play. We're gonna need the mana for this Helix. I think we're gonna play Sacred Foundry tapped. Then we can get a Plains with Flooded Strand, which will turn on our Lightning Helix. We already have an island, so in the event he plays Blood Moon, we're in good shape there. So we're gonna just play that in that manner. Now this might be an Eidolon of the Great Revel. That'd be unfortunate. Oh, it's a young Pyromancer. Well, I haven't seen them play that. I am actually just A-okay with getting a Plains here while we can and Helixing Pyromancer. Make sure we play around Skullcrack. Wasted his turn there. Gained some life. I'm good with that. what we're really trying to do here is, so we are going to have to play another fetch land. We'll take a point of damage off that, but what we're really trying to do is we want to be able to Snapcaster Helix, which we're actually just going to play this island now, and our opponent's representing a blue, but he's playing a burn deck. I can't imagine that he. Now here's what's interesting. I can't imagine he has counter magic is what I was going to say. He probably has like a bolt in hand. So if we electrolyze now, he can fire off a bolt, get a token, and here's what I really want to do. I'm going to wait to my end step, and if he fires off a bolt to make a token at the end, then we're going to kill the Pyromancer and the token with this electrolyze. I'd rather do that. Let's see what he does. So it doesn't look like he's going to do that. My concern with like letting him untap and then electrolyzing young Pyromancer is that, let's say he's got a couple of bolts, he makes even more tokens and gets even more value. So if we kill it now and he plays a bolt, he gets a 1 dinky token. If we let him untap and we electrolyze it at his upkeep, he could potentially get 2 or 3 tokens. So I'm going to do this. I don't know if it's right, but I feel like denying him the opportunity to get additional value out of his young Pyromancer is probably correct. Yeah, so he did have the bolt. But young Peasy's going to die. And so we know if he had nothing else but bolt, oh, this could be interesting. We're going to be able to Restoration Angel and steal the Godhead. He could Flames our Restoration Angel. Something to consider. And if he plays a land green, maybe that's for Ancient Grudge. I'm not sure. It's kind of confusing me. Well, I was going to say if he Flames Restoration Angel, he could 2-for-1 us, which would not be an ideal thing. But I still think we're on Snapcaster Mage, Lightning Helix. So we're going to... I don't think it really matters. Flooded Strand or Scalding Tarn. Either one can get an island. Oh, come on. Do something at the end of our turn so we can snap Helix you. Nope. We really just want him to not have 2 up. Yeah, our opponent is down to 2 cards. So I'm kind of curious. We're doing pretty well. We're at 18 and we're at 15 rather, and our opponent has 3 cards. I am kind of curious, depending on what he does. Probably not going to do much, but I would really like to be able to. See, we're going to take 1 regardless. Where is... I want to look at Searing Blaze. Okay, let's see. I'm going to look over here really quick. Searing Blaze reads... If landfall triggers, it deals 3 damage to target player and creature. Okay. So land did enter the battlefield this turn. Do we want to play our Restoration Angel? I mean, I think we do. But we don't want to block the Elemental, because that means Searing Blaze would kill a Restoration Angel. I think we just want to take the 1. The reason I didn't do that is Searing Blaze deals 3. So if we block the Elemental token, we do take 1 less. But then if he Searing Blazes Restoration Angel, not only do we take 3 to the face, but then we lose our Restoration Angel, which I don't think we want to do. Now this This could be good, or this could be totally disgusting. Now I want to look at Flames of the Blood hand. Is it just target? Is it just player? It's just target player. Even if it wasn't, I don't think we care. So we are going to play Steel of the Godhead. Let's see. Hold on. We're actually going to get a... Actually, I don't think it matters. If we just play these three, play a Steam Vents tapped, I think that's fine. Let's see what happens. I guess he could still, if he kills our Restoration Angel with a couple of burn spells, then I don't even care. So he's got one card in hand. Maybe it's a Treasure Cruise. It's probably not if he's going to try to kill this thing though. All right, so we got 2 for 1, but that's burn that didn't go to our face. So maybe not that big of a deal. I'm going to play the Steam Vents tapped because now our play is to hope he doesn't have a Skull Crack, and then we're going to snap Helix, and man, we have another Restoration Angel, so... we'll play a Colonnade, and... Did our opponent draw Flames of the Blood hand or Skull Crack? That's the question. I think we'll find out at his upkeep. I'm not sure what the odds are, but he's pausing. He's considered casting a spell. Sweet. I mean, it was a Skull Crack, but so now what we're going to do is Helix him in response and gain some life. We're not going to Helix the token. We're going to Helix his life total because we do need to get him dead. We could have just even electrolyzed the token and him, but I prefer to get our life gain in where we can against red decks. We're just getting Rift Bolted. We'll block this elemental token. He didn't even attack with it. Let's see. Opponent has no cards in hand. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to upkeep. I don't even know if we need to do it at his upkeep, but actually we don't. But what we're going to do is we're going to Restoration Angel, bounce Snapcaster. Actually, yeah, we want to do it at his upkeep before he could potentially kill, I think, the Snapcaster Mage in response. So we're going to Resto. I guess what we don't want our opponent to draw is like a Treasure Cruise. That would be really gross if we just got Treasure Cruised out all of a sudden. But we're going to deal 1 and 1 here. And then next turn, plan to attack for 5, 9. Okay, it's kind of curious. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3. This is 4 lands here. 5. So we can activate Colonnade and leave Helix mana up. So maybe he'll block with Snapcaster Mage, and then we can cast Helix. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't think either land really matters because with the, well, no, with the Scalding Tarn we can't get a mountain anymore and not take damage. So we'll just, you know, he's Celestial Colonnade's not going to die. So that's our Helix mana, right? Helix mana. So we're going to animate. So our opponent, at the very least, is going to take 7 and then go to 1. If he doesn't block, then he's just dead. But he'll probably block the Snapcaster Mage. Or he won't, and then we just close it out. Sweet. Okay, so Steal the Godhead in our first game, we didn't play it. We boarded it out against Affinity. I think we did. Against Burn, where I thought it might be kind of okay. He was completely and totally willing to 2-for-1 him, to spend 2 removal spells. And so I guess in that case we didn't actually get 2-for-1. We were at parity. But this thing moved. Why does this keeps moving? I'm sorry, guys. I noticed in the last video at the end, and I think I fixed it, and now it moved again. The little preview window here. Anyway, so I guess we were just at parity there, but it still didn't give us any value. It would have just probably been a better as a something else. So maybe it's probably just too cute. And I know that. I know it's too cute, but I want to run Steal of the Godhead on Geist of Saint Trapped. I guess I'll save those kicks for this deck. I haven't updated this, I don't think. But in this deck, we do get to put Steal of the Godhead on Geist of Saint Trapped, and it's awesome. And, you know, sometimes it just comes up and you win, and sometimes you tutor it up with Zur. Man, you know, actually, now that I think about it, maybe Zur is a little better right now. He doesn't die to Bolt. That's pretty good. Thoughtseize, considering Dark, yeah, we should play this deck. We could get a couple of, we probably want to drop a Thoughtseize because of the life loss. Bring in another Inquisition, find a way to squeeze another Dark Blast in here. Maybe we can get rid of these Serum Visions and just go for some dig through times. Yeah, maybe this deck could be sweet. It can get some life gain with Steal of the Godhead, and it can tutor up a bunch of enchantments. It doesn't actually, gosh, we could even get away with main decking Rest in Peace because we don't run Snapcaster Mage in this. Maybe we'll come back to this. Anyway, so back to Blue, White, Red Geist. This was the list. I think this is probably my last one for the evening. But if you see a third video, then I lied and I decided to play more Magic. So, okay. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. As always, if you liked the video and you're not already, please subscribe. If it's not past, let's see, if it's not past November 23rd, 2014, then, and you're watching this video, then go watch channel blog number 3 and figure out how you can try to get a shot at winning a pack of Khans of Tarkir. You guys are great. I hope you have fun playing Magic. I hope you win all of your games and crush your opponents. Thank you very much for watching. I enjoy making videos for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.